One thing I thought was interesting is the Battle Pass. I've been thinking about this type of system for a minute, even like just as a developer myself. I've always thought about like a game pass, not game pass, a battle pass system that persists beyond like a time gate, where a lot of battle passes try to get you to spend money because basically you have a limited amount of time to do it, and if you don't do it in that amount of time, you basically lose that amount of cosmetics. And I've always thought the idea of battle passes was kind of weird, because basically what a battle pass is if you think about it, it's cosmetics. So it's way better than loot boxes. But if you think about it, battle passes are really just a way that publishers have found a way to monetize character progression, if you really think about it. Because like challenges and stuff like that used to be like in the game, like you just do them, but no one really like felt like you had to do them unless you were like a sweat. No one really felt incentivized to use them, but by monetizing them, you do feel incentivized by doing these like dailies and weeklies, and they keep you coming back week after week. That could be seen as a positive or negative thing based off who you are. Me, I'm kind of indifferent about it. I like, there's pros to it, but I also think there's cons to it as well. But the thing about Halos, which I think is really cool, is there's no time limit. You can basically go through any of the battle passes in the past or the present and play through them at your own pace, and that's really, really interesting, especially for a free-to-play game that usually that's type of trapping being removed. But there is one interesting thing about this, and I wonder if this is why they did that. Is I've seen reports that based off the flight test, is that people who are playing it are realizing that the only way you can actually progress, like actually like XP progress, it doesn't seem like you get either that much or you don't get anything at all for just playing games. Really, the way you're getting them is by completing challenges. So it seems like the only way you can get through your battle pass is by completing challenges, and not necessarily just doing whatever you want, running through, just matches and just getting XP off of just winning matches. This is like a pro and a con simply because it makes sense, because probably they want to control a little bit about how fast you gain access to content, and this is a way of content gating without it being too harsh, because basically it does challenge you. But the question is, like, what if you don't like certain challenges? Like, what if it gives you a challenge with a sniper rifle and you're just like, God, I hate doing this, I don't want to do this. Of course, they definitely have challenge swapping where you can swap one out and get a new one, but that kind of limits players, where if they want to actually progress on their progression tree, where effectively you're forcing them to do certain things that maybe they don't want to do, or modes or something like that, where they're forced into this sort of playstyle or habit that maybe kind of hurts the player like freedom of the game. But on the other hand, it is smart for a free-to-play game, and I think the trade-off, or like maybe this sort of limited level of challenges for instead, now you can just play battle passes from anywhere, might be worth that trade-off. We'll see. I think, if I can recall right, I think when Apex Legends did its battle passes, I think the only way you originally could have progressed through them is doing challenges, like getting those stars. And I think that's how it is now, is like you have to get those stars in order for you to progress through your battle pass. But you can like just play games and win games to just get XP. But I think it's definitely faster if you actually complete those challenges. So we'll see. I got a strong feeling once the game comes out, they'll probably like slightly adjust it, where they'll probably allow you that if you're winning matches, you'll get some, a decent size of XP, nothing too crazy, but just a decent size of XP. And the final thing I'll say about it is just the customization. The customization looks good, reminds me of Halo Reach. That seems to be what a lot of people wanted. Of course, skeptical people about free-to-play Halo are going to be skeptical about it. Oh, how are they going to monetize this? It seems like it's just through the Battle Pass, but you know how people are going to be. People are very always scared of monetization. So we'll see what happens. We'll keep our ears to the ground. We'll see as we move closer and closer to the final release date, how that ends up shaping up, if it's gonna be a positive or negative. But overall, seems like Halo's doing good, and it's all really good to see. It's actually been a blast to watch this year go by and see just like Battlefield and Halo, games that have like pretty much gone to the back of gamers' thoughts in the past couple of years, where their communities basically left and went on to other games. Now, like, it feels like a homecoming. Halo fans, both old and new, are coming to Halo excited. Even new fans like myself who aren't that into Halo or interested and are actually excited for Halo Infinite. And same thing with Battlefield, same idea, where old fans, veteran fans of Battlefield are just so ecstatic to get back to this game. And even people who've been hardcore on like Warzone or Call of Duty are actually like, this Battlefield might be hidden for something crazy. We might have to check this out. So it's been pretty interesting so far.